Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video right here on Ethereum. We're going to do a full update. It's going to be an interesting update because so far I've been right about the price action and my expectations for Ethereum in the last couple of days, right? Because, well, to do a brief recap, basically since the weekend, what I said is that I thought that, quite a lot of stability was more likely, but that ultimately I did still expect a move into that value area high right here at 2640, where we have the value area high, right? So that's the value area high of all of this price action, but we also have the yearly rolling VWAP there. Very important resistance level, and we reached that. So that was as expected. So if you watch my videos, you were well prepared for that. However, the big question now is, can we break above that, right? And that is also the main question I already posted in previous videos, like, all right, well, when we actually get there, then we'll have to think about that. And honestly, it's very hard for me to say whether we're going to be able to break above that or not at this point of time. To maybe add a bit of a spoiler for this video, I would say I think we are going to be able to break above that, right? There's multiple reasons for that, but ultimately right now we're seeing quite a lot of major strength in the market, right? So if we just look at majors as a whole, right? So then I'm talking about basically all coins except for Bitcoin. So this is not the best chart to look at because this is excluding Ethereum as well. But you can see the total 3 is actually doing quite good, right? So this basically means, or at least this chart for me is always most useful in general for altcoins, but also for high market cap altcoins, right? So XRP, Solana, same thing, but I kind of count Ethereum in the same category as that, or at least I think the same variables and the same factors are influencing that are influencing XRP and Solana influence Ethereum, and this is looking good. This is looking good for a move up higher. Now there is major resistance for the total 3 higher, as there is major resistance for Ethereum a little bit higher as well, right? Because even though at this point of time we are at that yearly rolling VWAP, you can see we broke above the value area high countless times, right? And most often we reach into this area right here between 2700 and 2800, and we reject it from there. And that to me seems most likely as well. So even though short term, I do think we can break out. I think we've had a successful auction higher. And I said the same thing for XRP, but do I think we're going to pull back from here? Yeah, certainly. But I do think that after a pullback, we'll be able to hold supports, and I think we're going to be able to break out and rally higher. However, I do not think like we have a fair value gap at 2710. We have a naked POC at 2755. We have another fair value gap at 2800. Somewhere there, we are going to reject and we're going to drop back down. I don't see any reason on the higher time frames for Ethereum to break out, right? So on the lower time frames, with this micro resistance, I'm calling it a micro resistance, but it's quite strong technically. I think we can break above that, but ultimately to break out above this entire level right here at 2800. Look, do I expect that in 2025? Certainly. All right, I'm fairly certain about that. Do I expect that in the middle of July without any major fundamentals backing that up directly? No. All right, so that is what I think you need to know regarding for Ethereum for now. So short term, to summarize it a little bit, strong resistance, bigger pullback to be expected, but I do think we'll hold this kind of 4-hour uptrend that we've started. I think we'll rally up higher, but then if I had to guess, I think some level around 2750 is going to serve as resistance, and we're going to revert back down into the point of control at 2515. Those are my thoughts. That's what I think you need to know. I'll definitely keep you updated on this, but for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.